friends, Renee here. Today I want to talk about our continuing series on preparing to plan. So in this particular video, we're going to talk about risk management. Again, in this series, I am using corporate language, corporate concepts, and I'm bringing those into the personal, into our day-to-day lives. And we're going to take those gold nuggets out of those corporate practices and apply them to our life in a non-corporate way. So this is a follow-on series. I would encourage you, if you're coming in at this point in the series, that you start at the beginning. You can watch them, they're single topic areas, but you would have missed the first few topics that I covered. So I would recommend that you go back and visit those as well. Prior to this series, I did a series on writing your life's vision using the Writing Wisdom practice. So if you haven't done that series or don't have a clear idea of your life's vision in very explicit detail, I would recommend that you go back and visit that series as well. So picking up on today's topic, risk management. Corporations use various risk management frameworks to manage the risk with multiple things that they do. In my 2.5 decades of corporate program and project management experience, I use risk management techniques every day to assess the risks that are coming as potentially coming toward us as we're trying to complete a project or a program. What are those things that could take us off course? So if you think about that in your life and in the vision for your life, what are the things that could take you off course? And you want to identify those things and write them down. Write down those things that could potentially take you off your plan. And then as we identify those risks, we typically assign a priority to them, some kind of criticality. So I would, in this personalization approach to risk management, I would say that you want to assign a kind of a critical impact of those if you feel like if it took you off your plan, off your vision, that you just couldn't get back to where you wanted to be, and that would be highly impactful, then you would want to label it that way. And you can use whatever labeling construct that you'd like, whether it's critical or high or medium or 1, 2, 3, 4, or, oops, my bad, this would be really terrible. However you want to think about assigning that kind of impact and criticality to a risk in your life's vision. Identify those things. The second thing that we think about when we identify a risk in the corporate sense that I want to personalize is a mitigation strategy, what's called a mitigation strategy. So for instance, if I want to become a doctor, let's say I'm not, and I don't want to be, but let's just say I did want to become a doctor. And a risk in that would be not getting into school, not being able to get the education that I needed. That would kill that dream, right? Kill that part of my vision. A mitigation strategy is how I would look at how I'm going to keep myself on track. How am I going to ensure that I can go to school and become a doctor? So maybe my mitigation is to apply to multiple schools, or applying to schools perhaps outside of this country. Past COVID travel restrictions, maybe that's my mitigation strategy. Maybe my mitigation strategy is to start out in a community college and get a 4.0 GPA and really do well and move into it slowly, if that's my mitigation strategy. Whatever that mitigation strategy is that's going to move us into staying on path, on our vision, okay? That's what a mitigation is. So as you look at each thing that you identify as a potential risk that could take you off your path, identify those mitigations. How are you going to ensure that that doesn't happen? Okay. And then once we have that mitigation, then we want to make sure that we're checking in on that mitigation, that we've got it kind of built into our processes to make sure that we're executing on the mitigation strategy as a part of our planning process. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. If you enjoyed this video and this content and are learning along the way, I would be ever so appreciative if you'd like this video, subscribe to the channel. I promise there's a ton more to come on visioning our life, on executing against that plan, moving into action, and achieving our wildest dreams. That is really my hope. Okay? I'll leave a link below for my classes if you are interested in writing for healing or writing into your life's vision and want to work with me in doing that. I'll leave a link below. I'd love to have you. I'll also leave a link below for coaching. I do coaching as well. And I hope to see you. Bye.